Climate Czar John Kerry says Biden will impose more mandates, go farther than Inflation Reduction Act. Let's dive into the details, shall we? The Biden administration plans to roll out executive orders and climate mandates affecting automobiles and trucks to reach a 50% reduction in emissions by the end of the decade, according to Special Presidential Envoy for Climate John Kerry. During an interview with Yahoo News last week, Kerry spoke on President Biden's plans, but also on lifestyle changes people may have to make to reach net zero carbon emissions by 2050. At the beginning of the interview, though, Kerry was asked about Biden's Inflation Reduction Act, or IRA, noting that it is only projected to reach a 40% reduction in carbon emissions by the end of the decade, shy by about 10% of the president's goal. Inflation Reduction Act, that's supposed to 40% emission standards. It's crazy the government can't just focus on one thing in a bill. Let's just lump it all into one and call it an Inflation Reduction Act. How is cutting emissions going to help inflation? Anyway, let's continue. Well, we're doing a lot more than just the IRA. The IRA is a package that in and of itself can get to the 40%, Kerry said. But in addition to that, the president is issuing executive orders. There will be changes on automobile and light truck, heavy duty, a number of initiatives that are being taken by states, some national and cities. He added that when the U.S. pulled out of the Paris Climate Agreement, the U.S. still saw 75% of the new energy that came online come from renewable resources. So we have a lot of other options, tools, if you will, in the toolkit besides the IRA, Kerry said. It's awesome that he's finally admitting this, though. I don't think people even talked about it when it was getting passed, but now it's like, no, it's a climate act. Don't worry. The former presidential candidate also said achieving the goal is not dependent on federal government mandates, though it is critical. He explained that corporations also must do their part. He gave the example of the airline industry doing their part to meet net zero 2050 target in two separate phases or scopes to reduce emissions that the industry is responsible for. So there are a lot of things happening and nobody can guarantee this, Kerry said. Right now, we're behind. I mean, we're seriously behind. In terms of electric vehicles, General Motors said by 2035, it only plans to make vehicles that operate on electricity. Kerry was also asked about people who do not want to change their lifestyles for things like switching from gas to electricity for cooking. Unless somebody were able to provide that net zero carbon intensity, I mean, if you can do that, now that's not doable today, he said. So yes, gas at a certain point becomes a serious challenge here. It would be like taking a coal plant offline and switching to gas. Yes, you get rid of the coal emissions, but generated gas emissions. You've got to be able to reduce the gas emissions also, he said. That's the challenge for the industry. Kerry's camp did not immediately respond to questions concerning the interview and the Biden administration's future mandates. In February, Biden faced severe backlash when regulatory plans to ban most gas stoves surfaced. Yeah, this is all just so dumb. And these are the guys he was just defending the other day of world leaders justifying them using private jets, which I'm obviously okay with that. But it's funny, you have to change. People need to change their lifestyles. You need to change now. Oh, but me? No. I'm not talking about me. I'm not talking about John Kerry. No. I mean like the everybody else. That's just a joke. You can tell it's all fake and it's just not real. They just want to control people. But that's just my opinion on this story. What's your opinion? Please let me know in the comments below. Also, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for daily news updates, hit that notification bell, and share this video to spread the news. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.